A starts from place at 3 p.m. and 2.5 km per hour. B follows him from the same place at 5 p.m. at 3 km per hour. If he takes some rest on the way and is overtaken by after he has covered 24 km, then A to took rest for. Okay, so let's take a diagram. इसका एक डायग्राम बनाते हैं. लेट्स टेक यहाँ पे कुछ थीप था जिसने यहाँ पे कुछ थेफ्ट किया और थेफ्ट करके वो यहाँ से रन अवे हो जाता है. ओके, 3 o'clock पे थीप ने थेफ्ट किया and he started with the speed of 2.5 km per hour. उसने कहा B follows him from the same place at 5 p.m. और let's say थीप ने थेफ्ट किया और let's say पुलिस को 5 o'clock पता चलता है and they started with the speed of 3 km per hour. If he takes some rest on the way and is overtaken by after he has covered 24 km, तो 24 किलोमीटर जो डिस्टेंस चला है इसने वो दोनों ने ही चला है, पुलिस ने भी चला है और थीप ने भी चला है. 24 किलोमीटर चलने के लिए 3 किलोमीटर पर आवर से पुलिस को कितना टाइम लगा होगा. पुलिस मैंने बी को अज्यूम कर रखा है तो ताकि हम इजीली समझ सकें इसको. तो 24 किलोमीटर चलने के लिए उसको 3 किलोमीटर पर आवर से 8 आवर्स लगे होंगे. पुलिस ने 5 o'clock स्टार्ट किया था दौड़ना, तो 8 + 5 = 13. सो 1 AM पे ये इसको यहाँ पे कैप्चर कर लेगा, पुलिस थीप को कैप्चर कर लेगी और ए इज कैप्चर्ड बाय बी. ओके, नाउ इस पर्टिकुलर इसको यहाँ से यहाँ पहुंचने में कितना टाइम लगा एक्चुअली, तो क्योंकि ये इससे 2 hours अहेड चल रहा था तो इसको यहाँ से पहुंचने में कितने आवर्स लगेंगे. अगर इसको 8 hours लगे हैं तो ऑब्वियसली थीप को कितने आवर्स लगे होंगे, 10 hours लगे होंगे. तो इसने ये जो 10 hours है इसको 2 तरीके से यूज किया है. उसने कुछ टाइम यहाँ पे रेस्ट किया है तो मैं एक को टाइम ऑफ रेस्ट मान लेता हूँ. सेकंड, उसने कुछ टाइम रनिंग के अंदर यूज किया है और कितने आवर्स उसने यूज किया है, उसने टोटल 10 hours को इसमें टोटल यूज किया है. टाइम ऑफ रेस्ट हमें निकालना है, लेकिन टाइम ऑफ रनिंग की बात करें तो टाइम ऑफ रन उसने भी कितना रनिंग की है, 24 किलोमीटर पर आवर ये भी रन किया है विद द स्पीड ऑफ 2.5 किलोमीटर पर आवर. 2.5 को मैं स्ट्रेट अवे 5/2 लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पे टाइम ऑफ रेस्ट एज इट इज, एंड दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 10 hours. सो टाइम ऑफ रेस्ट का वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा, 28, 44 2s are 48 divided by 5 equals to 10 hours. This is what 5 8s are 5 9s are 45, 9.6. So time of rest is going to be what, 10 minus 9.6 is going to be 0.4 hours. If you ask what is 0.4 hours multiplied by 60, so ये मिनट्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. सो नाउ टाइम ऑफ रेस्ट कितने टाइम तक इसने रेस्ट किया था, सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 24 minutes. ओके, सो दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन जो बहुत एग्जाम्स में पूछा जाता है, तो इसको इस तरह से आप सॉल्व करोगे. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. A train has, that is another important question actually, a train has 320 km to run. After going 1/5 of the distance, the engine breaks down and it can only run the remaining part of the journey at 3/4 of the original speed. If it arrives 2 hours 40 minutes late, what was its original speed? तो यहाँ से एक चीज समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि लेट्स से इसके सॉल्यूशंस आपको बहुत लेंथी बनेंगे इस क्वेश्चन के. 320 किलोमीटर का टोटल टाइम या टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर करना था. जैसे ही 1/5 डिस्टेंस वो ट्रेवल कर लेता है, तो जैसे ही 1/5 डिस्टेंस ओरिजिनल स्पीड पे ट्रेवल करता है एस पे, यहाँ आते उसकी कार या व्हाटएवर द उसका जो ट्रेन था सॉरी ये खराब हो जाती है और ये कितनी स्पीड से जाना स्टार्ट करता है, 1/5 कम कर देता है तो ओरिजिनल की कितनी स्पीड रह जाएगी, 4/5 ऑफ एस. उसने कहा है कि 1/5 of the distance actually, not तो 1/5 of the distance sorry. So 1/5 of the distance की बात करें तो 1/5 कितना हो जाएगा इसका डिस्टेंस, 320 का 1/5 पार्ट निकाल लें. सो 3/20 का 1/5 निकालोगे तो 5 6 so 64 किलोमीटर चलने के बाद इसके साथ क्या हुआ था कि इसकी कार खराब हो गई या ट्रेन खराब हो गई थी, जिसपे रिमेनिंग 256 किलोमीटर जो था वो ओरिजिनल का 3/4 स्पीड पे जाता है. तो 3/4 स्पीड पे ये जाता है, स्पीड इसका 256 किलोमीटर हो जाता है. उस वजह से जो ट्रेन लेट हुई है दैट इज व्हाट इट इज 2 hours and 40 minutes. 40 minutes को hours में कन्वर्ट कर लें, so this is 2 by 3, 3 to the 6 by 8, so 8 by 3 hours ये टोटल लेट हुआ है। अब यहाँ समझने वाली बात यह है कि 8 by 3 hours लेट हुआ है, वो किस ड्यूरेशन में लेट हुआ है? एक्चुअली वो इस वाले ड्यूरेशन में लेट हुआ है सिर्फ। एल्स ऑफ दैट द ट्रेन वॉज कमिंग एट वॉट पॉइंट एंड विच पॉइंट डजंट मैटर कि वो कहाँ से आ रहा था। इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट कि ट्रेन कहाँ से लेट होना स्टार्ट हुई है। सो दिस इज द ओनली पैच वेयर इट स्टार्टेड टू गेट लेट। ओके, सो हाउ टू डिफाइन दिस नाउ? यहाँ से लेट्स से रोज ऐसे स्पीड पे आता होगा और 320 किलोमीटर में से कितना चलता होगा? 256 किलोमीटर यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाता था और रोज टाइम पे पहुंच जाता था। लेकिन आज कितना लेट हो गया? 8 by 3 hours लेट हो गया। तो मैं ऐसे कह सकता हूँ कि इन दो टाइम फ्रेम्स के बीच का डिफरेंस, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू टाइम फ्रेम्स is going to be 8 by 3 hours. Time is equals to distance upon speed. Distance is constant 256. Now speed in a first part. तो time किसको ज़्यादा लगा होगा? Who required more time actually? This frame or this frame? I think this one because it get late. So speed in this frame is 3 by 4 part of s. 256 of s equals to 8 by 3. 256 upon s is common. Again the calculation is going to be very good. 1 divided by 3 by 4 is 4 by 3 minus 1 is equals to 8 by 3. Now 4 by 3 minus 1 is going to be 256 upon s into 1 by 3 is equals to 8 by 3. 8 3s are 24, 8 to the 16, so s is going to be there. So value of s is 32 kilometer per hour. That is the speed, and you can say that is the original speed of the train. So this is another good question actually. So you can use direct method on this. Mr. Sahu walks to the market and comes back in an auto. It takes 120 minutes to make the round trip. Okay, if he take an auto both way, it takes him 40 minutes. So if he takes on auto both ways, it takes him 40 minutes. On a Sunday, he decided to walk both ways. How long would it take him? So this is how walks to the market and comes back in an auto. So let's say d distance, let's say home to market is distance is going to be d. So he's traveling with the speed of walking is w, and speed is auto is let's say a, and it takes him 120 minutes. So I can say this is 2 hours. Okay, you can also say this 120 minutes. It depends ki what type of question or what type of calculation would be there. But if it takes an auto both ways, if we're taking auto both ways, so what is the travel distance actually? ये यहाँ से यहाँ पे D पे जा रहा है और D पे ही वापस आ रहा है, तो twice of D divided by auto का speed A, and this is going to be what? It takes him 40 minutes, so this is only 40 minutes. So if this is only 40 minutes, so value of d upon a is going to be, so this 40 divided by 2, so this is 20. So value of d upon a is going to be 20 minutes. How long would it take him on a Sunday decided to walk both ways? So by putting this value in this particular equation, what is the value of, or you can calculate d upon w, because you need this d upon w. So this d upon w is going to be, d upon is 20 minutes equals to 120 minutes. So simply d upon w is going to be 100 minutes. Now if we decide to walk both ways, so both ways means you need to multiply this by 2, because 2d, twice of distance we have to travel. So you need to also multiply it by 2. So what is the value of twice of d upon w? So this is going to be 200 minutes. Okay, let's take another question. The distance of the college and home of Rajiv is 80 km. One day he was late by 1 hour than the normal time to leave for the college. So he's increased his speed at 4 km per hour, and thus he reached to college at the normal time. What is the change speed of a Rajiv? Okay, so what is constant in this particular question, or you can say ki, how can we drive this? Because I think the time gap is given to you is 1 hour. So can we start with this one? That time difference between these two frames is 1 hour. So and the distance of the college and home of Rajiv is that is constant. So time is equals to distance upon speed. Distance is given to you, that is s minus distance is given to 80. Now what is the increased speed? When he was or having original speed, so he increased the speed by 4 km per hour. So this is what s plus 4, and that is equals to 1. So now I think that is a simple part, that what you need to find out, you need to find out this s plus 4. Okay, so by using equation you can get, it is common to in both of them. So this is what 1 upon s minus 1 upon s plus 4 equals to 1. So it is common again, s plus 4 minus s divided by s into s plus 4 is equals to 1. You can deduct this s by s, so 80 into 4 is going to be 320 is equals to s into s plus 4. So 320 is there, s square plus 4s, s square plus 4s. So finally equation will be s square plus 4s minus 320 equals to 0. I hope you can do this by using this quadratic equation, and just solve this by quadratic equation and find out the value of s plus 4. Okay, I think this is up to you to solve this. So let's take the next question. A thief goes away with a Maruti car at a speed of 40 km per hour. This is the important one actually. The thief has been discovered after half an hour and the owner sets off in a bike at 50 km per hour. When will the owner overtake the thief from the start? I think this type of question is already there, but I think this is an important question, so I'm just taking it again. So a thief goes away with the Maruti at a car at a speed of 40 km per hour. So same question is like there. He started with 40 km per hour. The thief has been discovered after half an hour. So after half an hour, what distance is traveled? You can say 20 kilometers traveled. And the owner sets off in a bike at 20 km per hour. So when the thief is over there, the owner started it, and he started with the 50 km per hour and overtake the thief from the start. So when will the owner overtake the thief from the start? So I think whenever they are going to meet each other, the time is going to be constant. So let's say from this point, thief covered d distance while this owner has to cover d plus 20 kilometers. So when they are going to meet each other, what should be the constant? I think time should be the constant. So time is equals to distance upon speed. Distance should be traveled by this thief is going to be d with the speed of 40 km per hour, and this is what d plus 20 with the speed of 50 km per hour. Now this is 5d is equals to 4d plus 80, so distance is going to be 80 km. I know we need to find out the टाइम निकालना है, लेकिन मैंने थोड़ा सा चला के लेंथी बनाया ताकि आप ये कॉन्सेप्ट भी सीख लो कि अगर डिस्टेंस निकालना होता तो कैसे निकालते. ना बहुत आसान है क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि आपने कितने बजे स्टार्ट किया था, तो आपने जब भी स्टार्ट किया था आपने हाफ एन आवर यहाँ पे यूज़ कर लिया था. देन 80 किलोमीटर चलने के लिए विद द स्पीड ऑफ 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर उसको कितने आवर्स और लगेंगे, तो उसको 40 की स्पीड से 2 आवर्स और लगेंगे. सो 2 आवर्स यहाँ पे हाफ एन आवर पहले लग चुका है. सो 2.5 आवर के बाद ये इसको कैप्चर कर लेगा. सो योर आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी 20 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, you can also do this type of questions by options. Actually, just put the options and you will get the answer. So that is a reverse process, but we are doing some conceptual part, so that's why I'm not started with this. A start a place P to give to a place Q. At the same time, B starts from Q to P. If after meeting each other, A and B took 4 hours and 9 hours more respectively to reach their destination, what is the ratio of their speed? That is a, I think, frame-based question. That is a really important question. Let's say this is P, this is Q, and this is a direct question actually. They meet over there, and then after that they cover certain distance. Whatever the distance doesn't matter. But after meeting each other, A and B took, so that is A and that is B. They took 4 hours and 9 hours more respectively. So after meeting each other, he took 4 hours in this direction and he took 9 hours in this direction. Okay. So sorry, I think vice versa is there. This is 4 hours and this is going to be 9 hours. So in this type of question, direct formula you can use that speed 1 upon speed 2 is going to be time 2 upon time 1 square root. So speed of their ratio can be found out. Time 2 is going to be 9 divided by 4 and square root of this is 3 by 2. So speed 1 upon speed 2 is going to be 3 by 2. So what is the ratio of their speed? So that is going to be 3:2. So this is a frame based question. So that is a direct question actually. So you can use it directly. For a motorboat that covers a certain distance downstream in 2 hours and return in 3 hours. So when it is moving downstream, so I think let's say motorboat speed is m, water speed is w. So m plus w speed is equals to distance upon time. Doesn't matter what is the distance, but the time is important. So it is 2 hours, and it turns in distance within 3 hours. Okay, so by this you can say that 2m twice of m plus twice of w, and by this you can say that thrice of m minus thrice of w. They both are equal, so let's put the value. Twice of m plus twice of w is equals to thrice of m minus thrice of w. So this is 5w is equals to m. Now what would its speed in still water? So motorboat speed in still water, if the speed of the stream is 6 km, so that is 6 km is given to you. So 6 multiplied by 5 is going to be 30. So speed of motorboat is 30 km per hour. Okay. Suppose that a person rows a boat in still water at the speed of 10 km per hour and the water runs at the speed of 4 km per hour. So rows a boat in still water at the speed of, so speed of a man is given to you is 10 km per hour and the water runs and speed of water is also given to you at 4 km per hour. The person travels a certain distance and then returns. If it takes 4 hours more than for him to travel upstream than that of downstream, so that is I think another easy question you can say. Time 1 minus time 2, that is given to you, that the difference between two time frames is 4 hours. Time is equals to distance upon speed, so distance is there, but speed, so speed of downstream should be there or upstream should be there. Obviously जो upstream आता है उसको ज़्यादा time लगता है, so this is m minus w, d as it is, and this is m plus w, and this is 4 hours. Distance as it is, m minus w, 10 minus 4 is 6, minus distance upon 10 plus 4 is 14, is 4 hours. So now 14d minus 6d is equals to 14, sorry, what will be the LCM? 14 into 6 into 4, I'm not taking any LCM. 4d minus 6d is 8d, because that is another method you can use whenever you are not going to deal with the LCM part, you can do it directly. So 7 6 are 42 kilometer. So that is another trick. If you are not कंफर्टेबल विद एलसीएम, अगर आप एलसीएम नहीं लेना चाहते हो तो आप डायरेक्टली इसको यहाँ से क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए, क्योंकि जो भी एक्स्ट्रा फैक्टर होगा वो ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे आ जाएगा और वो यहाँ पे आके अपने आप डिडक्ट हो जाएगा. So that is another trick to use these type of questions. Okay.